ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Logitech G, Pay Safeguard, TheScoreEsports.com, G2A, NVIDIA, and ESEA.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the ESL Pro League. I found my words at last, and I'm joined on the desk by Semler, along with Vendetta for the next match. It's going to be Navi up against the FaZe Clan. You can phase up at last. That was an awful attempt at it there. I got to get my fingers right, man. What was going on? My fingers are failing me. There we go. There we go. Get it right in the end. There.
Semler's not phasing up today.
It's because he's not feeling it. He's feeling the Guardian love, I reckon. Oh, is this the...
The Navi
Is that
one?
the end? That's the Navi.
It could be Navi.
It could be Envy. I mean, it could be Envy. I'm not sure.
Right?
But it's going to be Dust 2 and Mirage. Two good maps for both teams, I think it's safe to say. I think both of the teams, if I'm actually looking at the server, are actually close to being ready. So I don't think we're going to get too long in this one. What are we thinking coming into this?
For me, I'm going to put Navi as the favorites to win actually both maps, even though it's two good maps for both sides. Navi have just been the more impressive team. FaZe didn't have the greatest of tournaments at IEM Katowice either. They scraped through, or no, they didn't make it through at the cost of VP, who definitely haven't been looking good as of late. No. So if you manage to,
also the cost of FaZe.
Yeah, exactly. So if you manage to lose to VP in the way you did it on Mirage in that deciding game at Katowice, if you're FaZe, that can't be a good sign. That can't be a confidence booster.
Oh, it was a fluke though.
From who though? Like, it wasn't VP play. It wasn't. Well, yeah, but it wasn't VP playing well. So
that was a fluke.
It's a fluke win from VP, sure, but it's also a horrible performance from FaZe.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a fluke.
Okay, so you have high hopes for FaZe going into this?
Rain and Jacob, my boys. If they don't get DDoS off the planet again,
that would be nice. Yeah. That was pretty horrible.
That's the main thing here, guys. Like the only thing that's going to happen is
Guardians sadly has suffered the same fate as well. So it's going
to be the war.
It's going to be the war.
It's going to be the war. It's going to be Starix versus Rawband. Key matchup.
Dude, Starix all the way. Come on. Starix has actually played CS:GO.
Hey, Robin has played. Robin didn't look too bad the other day. He pulled those deagles out.
You have no faith.
Convinced? No faith.
No
faith, man.
No.
Wow. We are just waiting for... Everybody's in server, so I guess we're just waiting for the teams to warm themselves up. I can see everyone is in there, along with the coaches as well. But Dust 2 to begin with, obviously a map that Navi have done very well on in the past. Their slow style of play, people still not really able to adapt to it quick enough.
Yeah, nice choice of words. Slow pace of style, not fast enough to adapt to it. No, but it's true. It's just really hard to play versus Navi because they've got all their bases covered for every stage of the game or in a round. From the get-go where you set up in the default, can't really backstab them or get behind them because they got all the avenues covered. Same thing goes, as they move closer to a bomb site.
I did see at IEM there was a couple of rounds where they actually timed themselves out. They were just too slow.
Yep.
Yeah, especially on Mirage.
Yep,
they did that a lot.
They were definitely looking a little hesitant. Not their usual snappy selves. They're usually the guys who can get it down in 15 seconds. You see the guy. We have to think about it this way, though, right? Navi, they're like Dr. Evil.
Okay.
Here we go.
and Flip side are like Dr. Evil's mini-me. And I'm not talking about Moses. I'm talking about Flip side, right? Flip side. Get the F as well.
Oh, wow.
Flip side are exactly like Navi. It's just like they're smaller, right? They just smaller in stature, smaller in aim, smaller in basically everything, because they play an identical style almost, where it's just like, actually, we're going to have this really rigid structure, and we're all going to wait around until there's 15 seconds left in the round, and then we're going to get our heads banged in. Except that Navi, they're like mini-me, right? They're like actual Dr. Evil. They roll in, and they're like... actually, we'll execute with 15 seconds left in the round, and we'll win.
And we'll win, yeah.
And so there's the big difference right between the two teams. Blade has a very similar style. It's just that he doesn't have the same firepower. He doesn't have the Guardian. He doesn't have the Flamey. He doesn't have the Seized. He just doesn't have those people who can go toe-to-toe with the likes of Envy. So I think that, I don't want to fully favor FaZe in this, but I don't think that they're going to get railroaded.
I'm going to cut you off, guys. They have started the knife round already, and everyone in Twitch now will start complaining if we don't get into the game. So let's get the game underway. It's going to be Pansy with Moses.
Thank you so much, and no jokes about you this time on the throw. I guess that little
Except
bit of
for
a return.
Semler.
Yeah.
This is the thing, like Semler's sitting up here and he's like, I don't know what you did, man. This is cool. This is just vicious. And then he gets up there on the desk and he's like, he just joins the
Peer pressure.
You know,
Peer pressure.
it's unreal.
There was a beautiful Photoshop as well. Do make sure you check it out of Mini Moses. It was just brilliantly done by KB. So check that one out and join it. It was so subtle. I didn't even realize for the start of it. I was like, wow, that's great.
I don't think Semler's actually watched any Austin Powers movies either, because he's saying these guys are like Dr. Evil. His plans never work out in the end of the movies. They always get just wrecked.
Well, maybe he knows something we don't, Moses. Yeah. Maybe that's it. You never know. All right, Dust 2's coming up first. And player to watch, Michael. I'd love to see the mentality behind that coming in from the stat man there. But Guardian, certainly, I'm going to be agreeing with on that one. This is his playground historically that I absolutely love watching him on. Once he gets that up, it goes off. But it's Flamey as well is the next big guy who comes to my mind, who's been playing pretty sick at the moment. But here we go. T-side coming out. Got the molly on seized here. This is going to be curious.
Yeah, I would love to know what that's going to be for. I imagine if he heads out towards the long A, it's going to be for the A bomb site when they eventually take it, flush someone out of position, or maybe it's going to be used right off the back here at this A take. Flash comes out. Jacob is not blinded. He's playing at the blue box. Fox is just baiting for him. Here it is. Jacob pounces. Fox gets one as well. And a couple more kills, maybe raining in, but Seas is the one who returns fire. And they swing out wide, and now they've taken out Jacob and Fox. They've taken so much damage, though, for this.
They really have, but Seized is starting to go walkabouts as well. He's not quite considering this one just done and dusted yet. So now Zeus is backing away, and actually everyone from FaZe did rotate over towards the A site. Michael is kind of considering everything, going, we haven't seen them push up long. There's only Flamey here. Maybe I should go back towards B now.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just all going to be on Flamey to make some kind of a play. Staying, he's going to try and distract, and if he can get AZ with this peek, but AZ, since he spots him, I mean, two-man lean towards the A bomb site, and Zeus at the bomb is still really undecided. NT Spawn was running towards B, now he's coming back towards long. Drops the bomb over to the higher HP teammate, but they seem a little bit confused on what they want to do, and none of them are together at the moment. Very much spread out across the map.
Normally, Navi are the ones known for their rigid structure, their great plans, but that 250, not sure if it's quite in range for those one-taps, but something you put through its paces by Zeus there. But while this happens, the two players who are remaining from Navi are working their way up short. They're going to get the drop towards one, but Rain and AZ both know what's coming their way pretty soon. Molly's to clear out the side. They could get a plant towards short here if they do manage to cross through. Flamey going to take the route. There is actually Seized who finds that one. And here we go. AZ and Michael going to have to play this one on the way back through. 2v2 now, one towards Pit. Bomb's not for him. Flamey has to hold this one pretty safe and just hope that the cross is covered off by Zeus.
Oh, and there it is. He wasn't peeking at that point, so Mike Laley gets the shot. Can't find the kill yet either, and AZ's going to clear him out. And because also, I mean, that was just a tough situation to be in. If Flamey falls at any point during that, the defuse is pretty much guaranteed for FaZe, because that bomb plan is not for the long player. It had to be planted safe to avoid the jumping USPs. Fortunately, just not able to cover as Michael Laley runs up, so pistol round goes to FaZe.
FaZe going with a lot of P90s too, already coming out. UMP for Michael Laley. Rain going a little lighter. I guess you just want to jump around a bit. You've certainly got a bit of a chance with that one. On the other side, two rifles for Navi. This is quite curious. So we've got two AKs coming out. Zeus and Edward with those. Tech 9 onto Seized. Deagle with Flamey and the Scout on Guardian. This is still a very dangerous purchase.
Yeah, and especially against SMGs, although a little bit curious that they have two AKs and the Deagle with no armor takes that opening fight. So a little bit of a poor decision by Flamey, or just poor tactical structure of this round. Put those AKs to work early, because there's one. Zeus finds an opening on a Fox. P90 comes swinging out, gets both of them, though. That can't happen. Jacob just saves the day, and now Rain even adding into C's with a little bit of a drive-by.
That phase flare coming out.
That's just unreal.
Maybe the COD player's giving some advice over with the MP9s. Just like, just hold it down, jump around a bit. It works real well. The MP9's so perfect for that sort of disgusting play, and they can stick on this for a little while now, considering what there's like 2.2k max on the T side here. This is pretty nice for FaZe.
Yeah, I mean, I love the idea out of Navi. Just I didn't like that execution of it with one Flamey, obviously with the Deagle opening up the fights, and then you can't have both your AKs fall to a P90 on Catwalk, but works out well. So Navi's going to be back onto the save. That nade could be perfect onto Zeus. Oh, somehow does no damage whatsoever. That seems to just be the standard these days when I say that a nade looks perfect.
High hopes. Oh, how is he allowed to do that? Rain just plants himself there. Fox adjusts well, and this is going to be real comfy. FaZe not even being really challenged that much. Rain took a little bit of damage, but he was literally just crouching in mid, taking his time on the shot. the jumping P90 comes around and I
That
thought it was
nasty.
Cajun B with the sexy CS, but Rain's doing just as well now. But yeah, this comes back to the point of something I guess that Semler was hinting at as well, that when you see Jay can play well and Rain play well, you're going to start seeing a really deadly version of FaZe.
Yep.
And this is a good beginning for them. If they want to get that confidence building up early, like, hey, I'm on point today, this is a really good start.
Yeah, it's a sick opening, and Mike Laley even staying with the UMP, as we're seeing teams do more and more, is buy that on the second and third rounds, just because you can use it into the gun or into the armor pen. And AZ's going to be hyper aggressive. He's basically just rushing. Cease has no idea this is coming. AZ was just full sprint into those B tunnels. So a free kill. And now with that smoke, they're going to have long control. All of Navi is grouped up outside of long, and that smoke just ruins everything for 4 players. So now they've got to fall away from this with a man disadvantage and try and find somewhere else they can get some kind of a play. Guardian's just going to check the flank really quick. Zeus and Flamey are going to be up catwalk, but at a certain point, Rain's going to rotate back. Or maybe not, because Fox has the AWP.
Fox will be watching that cross as well. He's going to be the one keeping tabs on anyone going over from short, kind of pushing their way towards the A side. The bomb has been once again collected by Guardian. He left that as he checked to see if maybe AZ or Michael pushed even further towards T-spawn. But here we go. 3 players now queued up on short. This is not something uncommon. Hell, it's only 40 seconds when you see the play coming through from Navi, so this could be pretty much rinse and repeat, very standard. But if you're FaZe, you've got to know this is coming. You've got to expect the timing. And now, first smoke down. Okay, here comes the flash from Fox. Turns it himself. Doesn't actually stick it out for the fight there and just waits on Rain to catch Zeus just dropping down in front of him. Now 3 remain for Navi. 37 seconds. They're being very hesitant towards stepping to this site, but at least there we have it. Edward claims Rain, and now it's down to Fox on long to find a little bit of work here. Swings up well towards Flamey, and now just Guardian and Edward remain.
Such a crucial shot for him to hit as well. Stuck in the open like that. That could have been really dangerous, but now it's a 6 spot for FaZe to be in. Fox almost gets a second kill. But inside the bomb site, Guardian was blinded. He's got to play a little bit more passively. They've got to find some kills before the retake actually comes in. And Edward does get traded off. He does get 1. Guardian falls as well. So 4-0 for FaZe. That's a really nice gun round. Got off the bomb. I thought maybe they'd switch to like a double. Oh, no, there wasn't
no
enough for
bomb.
getting him.
Yeah. Just having some issues. But it doesn't matter. They hit the shots to get the round. It's 4-0. So twice now Navi have had some form of rifles coming in. And again, back onto this. So they had the 2 rifles coming out a bit early in the day, which was kind of curious. That didn't really do too much.
I liked it.
I know you liked it, but it didn't work.
I know.
You
That's
can
such a
really like
bummer.
it when it works.
Such a bummer.
It is a great theory, and it's not exactly a new theory. It's just a kind of return to one. And Guardian yet to have a real chance to get to anything more than a scout at this point. He managed to take down Fox pretty low, but not exactly how you want this one to get started.
Well, they don't have a lot of utility on their side, so I mean, this is pretty much like they're going to have to take duels until they decide to execute somewhere. 1 smoke just gets used now by Edward out towards long to try and establish some control. There's Fox with the ult, gets 1 kill, traded off. And there is still a setup towards long. Rain crossing over, nice flashbang. It's going to blind Guardian, and now Flamey and Guardian are going to make their way into the site. So Rain just kind of falls back, make sure they have long control, and they'll wait for the retake to come in.
And they did this last round to some aspect. They're not overly invested in going for those initial trade-outs or denying the bomb part. They'll let them take it and play for this retake. A little dangerous, but this time Navi have a lot more players standing, which could cause a problem here for FaZe. But let's see what FaZe bring to the plate. And AZ's just gone and brought 2 scalps to the plate. Navi going to have to quickly reinforce short here. Edward's en route as now he's the only man standing. Edward, you got 4 to find and not much time to do so. He gets the first, looks for more, but he's going to be surrounded and pressured down pretty darn soon, and he knows it. The defuse is coming in while this happens, and he is going to back away. And again, brilliant retake performance from FaZe here, not looking too phased by the fact that they've been giving up the A site, don't look at me like that, and getting the bomb down. But this is the one that I've been looking for, is when Guardian gets this AWP, can they make a difference with it?
I mean, FaZe plays the retake really, really well there. They wait for it to come in with, they're down in a 4-on-4 situation, but it looked like Navi had all the positioning. Edward was watching flank, knew that no one was coming catwalk, so all the Navi players, they didn't have to pay attention to any kind of catwalk flank. 3 members, essentially, their only point of attention had to be that CT ramp and the long cross. And AZ somehow just makes it work. 2 quick kills for him. His defense is looking really, really good. Fox now getting aggressive with the up. Has this crack through the doors over towards long. Sees the jump, takes the shot, and actually he hits it. I mean, through the door. Edward down to 45 HP, so nicely done from Fox.
That'd be a little bit devastating. You've got to be frustrated on that one, but again, Navi taking their time on this. This is a very slow round coming out from Navi. They actually expected a little bit of presence towards the B-Towns, and look at Fox. Again, goes for it. This time doesn't get traded out either, so even better than the last round. Bit of a smoke towards mid, maybe just keeping Rain's attention pulled towards that one, but no commitment off the back as Navi just line themselves up here now.
Some of these gun rounds, Navi's obviously wanted to go out towards long. They've had 3 to 4 bodies devoted to this long hit. And the issue is that while they're waiting out all these smokes and Molotovs in these double doors, they have teammates dying on the other side of the map. So it's just kind of like wasted players here who aren't able to do much. Now Seized is alone with the bomb. And if that somehow gets figured out or caught out by Rain, and that's a long path you have to take, especially with this clock running low, Fox and Jacob are just going to combine out towards long. This is the pistol round setup. Fox needs to do something to distract, and he's going to win the battle. Jacob does get taken out, but Fox is still wreaking havoc. 4th kill for him. He can go for the ace. Seized has dropped down towards CT spawn, and Michael
steals it. That's perfect. That is a lovely little turnaround. It's like, do you remember that, Deagle? Huh? Do you remember what you did to me with that CZ? Brilliant. But sick stuff from Fox, though.
Yeah.
Really, really nice play. And Navi seems to be hitting a bit of a brick wall on this. They really don't seem to have that big kind of power or that big presence towards mid that they normally do. They're not getting the openers they want. As you said, FaZe are denying that kind of play on long completely. The smokes have been there. The players have been more than present. Fox kind of playing in between the cars and then supporting on long. It's been a really nice setup from FaZe.
Yeah, I mean, it's also, it's just like the standard, it's like a default setup. Yeah. And they're executing it really well, and Navi hasn't done anything to really punish it. So no reason for them to switch away. If Fox is going to continue playing like this, you know, nobody has to cheat over towards that hate bomb site. Rain and CT Spawn can just be really comfortable just spotting mid.
And Guardian not getting a kill yet.
Yeah, that doesn't help anything. Zeus is well down at 1, Seized at 2. So, yeah, just an issue all around with Navi right now, not finding any kills across the whole team.
All right, Guardian, here's your chance to redeem yourself. It's very rare. We saw a swing down in performance from Guardian during Katowice. No one expects it to last. Everyone assuming it being a hiccup. It doesn't mean too much at this point, but Fox going for a bit of an adaptation here, switching things up and looking for maybe another opportunity to really cause an issue. He does have support as well from Jacob and Rain, so these two kind of combining to create a safe space, but it's not safe enough. Flamey's claimed him at the very start of this round. Finally, Navi have the upper hand, at least at the beginning.
Yeah, Fox was very, very committed at that corner out towards middle. So hard for anyone to support him when he's in that kind of a situation. That flash as well, I mean, could be you can kind of assume that's the flash that's thrown to blind and Opera trying to peek into lower B to let that player in lower B get out safely. So you can kind of assume what's coming next when you hear that flash go off. But Fox either didn't react or just thought he was a little bit, you know, more covered up than he was. So dropped quickly by Flamey and Jacob as well. Just inches out a bit too far. Zeus finds that kill. Rain is the last defender here. And Zeus is going to get dinked, so Rain making a stand. Nade comes out. He's got one more to deal with. He's already crossed over to stairs, and Rain takes that fight but loses it to Edward. And then this gives the opportunity for Seized to lurk into the B bomb site aggressively. He could cause massive damage.
This could be big from Seized, but it's all about timing, and I think they were trying to get back towards B as Seized did secure it. But now they've lost the bomb. AZ finding Edward there means this is a bit of trouble. But Seized, again, position perfect, comes around, finds Michael. He knows that wasn't the player who just took down his teammate. Now AZ tries to pull it back, but Seized again locks down the push-up, and him sneaking his way through towards B, opening that one back up, keeps Navi in this one. But again, this is not the Navi strength that we normally see coming out.
Yeah, that was just smart play from Seized, knowing that he had to make some kind of a play there as his team's caught up in mid and on catwalk. So he gets into that B bomb site, realizing the player more than likely has rotated away from that bomb site, so he's either going to find a one-on-one or be able to just find a free bomb site like he did. Lurk works out perfectly. Now a double up setup. That's the switch up that FaZe makes. Michael picks it up. Fox has one as well, obviously. This time Fox is going to be the one towards long. Him and Jacob still combining there. So they are still going to play this 2-1-2 setup with Rain, you know, primarily devoted towards mid. And Navi again spread out very far, waiting for any kind of aggression out of FaZe.
And FaZe, you look a couple of rounds back, I guess, you saw Michael and AZ wandering themselves through B tunnels. This time Navi are actually going to try and edge up on long, but again, these smokes put down really nicely, buying the time, not allowing Navi any presence, which kind of hinders the play up short a touch. You don't get the support off the back of it, keeping those retakes very, very viable. But I want to see that double up come into place. I'd love to see Michael have to get a bit of action going, but so far doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. 4 players on short, almost. I guess Seized is still in mid, and Edward taking his time on long. It's down to Guardian to try and find a pick here, create a play off the back of it, but he has not had much luck on this one, and Fox now pulls himself away, as does Rain. Molly goes down, and we're around that 40-second marker, and look at Navi turning tail and running.
Yeah, but they're going to find their way out mid, and Rain is pretty much devoted, thinking it's going to be an A hit. That Molotov keeps him over there, so there's an opportunity here for Guardian. Picking up into that B bomb site. Rain finds the opening kill, but there's Edward. Trades it off. Now they know they're out mid. AZ's going to smoke off the door. You're going to be patient, though. And Navi, I mean, they've stalled this out. 20 seconds left. 3 members. They decide to fall away from the B bomb site. This bomb seized is waiting for them to come in, and he can't do anything. He's got to wait.
Oh, my God. Jacob's around the back as well. If they buy time here, Michael Ailey is in such a bad spot. He's playing with his back to the wall, but there we go. Finally sees Guardian get in, but look at the time. 7 seconds. Jacob completely unspotted. Could do something with this. He gets the tag on 1, but Guardian finally showing up to the server. Gets 3 in that round. But Navi looking hesitant. Not looking as powerful as normal. Not, just plowing through players. And to be fair to FaZe, they held that site well, but it was just... the amount of players coming at them, there's only so much 2 guys can do fully pushed in towards that site.
Right, I'm assuming Navi was trying to wait out that smoke at double doors. Just trying to, thinking maybe it would just extinguish a little bit sooner than it did, and there's a nice shot. Guardian just laid it on thick. Now, triple kill in the last round. He opens things up here onto AZ trying to cross over. Rain's going to be the one to try and get the advantage. Molotov goes down to try and mask this push, but Zeus isn't fooled by it whatsoever. Punishes Rain. Huge advantage now for Navi up in a 5-on-3.
And a couple of these, I guess, supplementing pieces put down from FaZe have actually given away, I guess, the play that they were going for. Fox, however, still being so present on long, it's been unbelievable. But with FaZe only having 3 players alive, they're going to have to just hedge their bets here. And Jacob could do so much damage here. 2 players just on the verge. The flash comes out. Jacob can do some real work. And there we go. Flamey falls. He's got to find a second. Cease is still alive in that smoke, spraying wildly. The bomb is on the way as well. If he does anything else, this is unbelievable stuff from him. Does tag up Guardian, but couldn't set up the kill. And now Fox is so far away, just watching this cross. And there's the smoke, making it almost impossible to hit on this point. Unless it's in matchmaking and against me, clearly, most of the time. He will back away from this one. He should be able to save that orb. So that's not going to be too much of a problem. And Navi finally finding success on B more than anything.
Yeah, violence starting to open things up, and it is. I mean, you mentioned Guardian kind of coming alive here with the triple kill in that previous round. Now the rest of them are adding some frags in as well. So, I mean, that was the big thing for Navi is they initially in those first 6 rounds that FaZe got, they just didn't have any kills. I mean, they weren't finding any success anywhere on the map. So now that they're getting some of these kills, now that some of these players maybe getting a little bit warmed up, it's helping to open up opportunities for them, and they're taking advantage of it. And now FaZe, I mean, this was an investment into this round. They did buy behind this AWP of Fox. He was kind of the linchpin of the whole situation. He's going to try and save it, but they're encroaching on him from 2 sides, and the odds of him actually saving this is very low. Flashbang comes out, Fox completely blind, misses the timing. Nicely done from Zeus. 2nd kill, and they're not going to pick up the 2nd op. They're just going to let Guardian do the work solo.
Yep, all they need. Zeus did, I think, pick up Foxes previously in a round at some point, but...
Yep.
No need for it at this point, as they can actually just invest in towards the SMGs.
Yeah.
And just rack up the money, I guess.
Edward and Flamey going to try and go farm and try and build up a little bit of the bank. So they'll be the ones that are just kind of sent to the wolves, see what they can find. Oh, and Edward is going to go out towards long. He's going to lead the way. There are a lot of members here. He blinds himself. He continues to spray. Does find Rain. Doesn't take too much damage. He's down to 40. But here comes Flamey with the other SMG. Zeus finds one with the AK, covering his teammates nicely. Each SMG gets a kill, and now they have long control as well.
That's all you need. Considering that must be pretty satisfying for Edward, considering how much struggle he's had to try and take any presence towards long when it's been Fox there and Jacob playing it super well. Now he can just be like, screw it, I'm just going to bound through with this Mac 10 and do what I can. Very satisfying for him. But Michael Ailey and AZ, last 2 alive, they are in the right place, at least if they do commit towards A. But again, with merely a CZ and when your name's not Flusher, it doesn't seem so scary. And Michael Ailey with just the USPS.
Yeah, Navi, they kind of get this feeling, and rather than sit Edward and Flamey forward just to die, Flamey's just going to watch the pit for that kind of aggression that he just picks off Michael Ailey with, but not going to send him on the hunt. AZ's going to drop down. He falls as well. So the investment into those SMGs, and it works out for him. Don't get too many kills with it, but it helps him build up a little bit of money. And do they keep it? Edward, yes. No.
It's not a Mac 10, but it's still an SMG. Don't worry, Moses.
The Mac 10 is so cool, though.
It is quite a fun weapon just to fly around with. Like, I think it's hilarious to play with, and it's great seeing this. But there we go. Guardian's going to find AZ to start with again.
AZ is so mad.
Like, how many times has he been trying to cross?
Well, he got
like,
killed the
a couple
last
times
time.
killed.
This time he gets tagged.
I think he got legged the time before, if I'm not mistaken. You guys can prove me wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure he's struggling. It's like, I crossed close, I've crossed far, I have done everything different, and you're still screwing me. Thank you, Guardian.
It's like one of those things you have to mentally prepare yourself when you're playing Guardian on Dust 2. You're just like, all right, I'm going to get tagged a couple times during this half. So just like, prepare yourself. Don't get frustrated.
Famous last words before you get frustrated. Just
Yes.
don't get frustrated. It's fine. Everyone goes through this. Never feels any better. So again, it'll be down to Fox and Jacob on A. But we've seen FaZe with a real affinity, a real kind of presence of mind to play for these retakes, and been damn good at it too, as they've given up no step towards long on this again. Just wonder if Fox is going to stick this one out. Guardian's leering in towards it. And there, smoke being lined up. 40 seconds normally when they go.
Flashbang's over, Molotovs are out, so Fox, big job to do. Delayed flashbang comes, hits him full in the face. He's going to jump back up, he's going to remain aggressive. There's a timer though as this player comes through the smoke and he stays a little bit too long, misses the shot as well. And Zeus has great positioning. I think Jacob saw him go there, but still, Jacob's just got to worry about getting flanked out from long. But there's really no traction on this retake for FaZe. They're in so much trouble. Rain does open things up onto Zeus, and now there's a possibility, but Edward's going to be on catwalk still, and Guardian picks up long. There's C's on another flank. Beautiful spray, long range.
Absolute sick stuff then coming out from C's, as you noted. Even from range, still controlling it so well. Michael on the hunt, but they're playing this one to an absolute T here on the Navi side, showing them, all right, we let you guys get away with a couple of those retakes, but let me show you what we can really do on these A takes. And a bit of a, not unfortunate timing, but a well-played position again from Zeus, just kind of like plowing through after he drops down, just taking out Fox, just not allowing it, and that delayed flash as well, just allowing them so much control then.
Yeah, so 5 straight for Navi. They seem to have figured out the puzzle because they've had no, well, they struggled in the opening 6, but they've had no issues since then. And now they have complete control of the money as well. Losing bonus is at a full, it's fully built up. Rain's going to fall. So next round is the big round for FaZe. They have to get back onto the board. They're going to have everything they can need, all the nades, all the weapons they want, full buy on everyone on the squad. And now they have a catwalk stack set up, but that doesn't look like Navi's going to fall for it. They slow things down, so they don't press forward into it. All members of FaZe over towards the bomb site.
Yep, and the bomb seemingly going to be joining pretty soon. Or will it? Flamey's still not certain on this one, but he will be coming over. He's going to be joining the likes of Edward, Guardian, and Zeus, peering themselves towards the bomb side. Still relatively hesitant. There is a minute on the board to be worked with, so they don't need to be necessarily too overzealous. But C's the one who's going to catch the main push out from short if they try and flank around the back. And there we go. C's will be spotting out one. That'll be AZ. And while this happens, Flame's got himself towards the side. A little bit of a crossfire, a little bit of a tag coming out. Fox did find Zeus, but there we go. Navi keeping it pretty clean. And I don't think they got the bomb plant bonus in the end, but it doesn't really matter. 6-6 at this point. They're pretty well set, but we do see the auto sniper going on AZ.
Yeah.
Snapped after all the Guardian attacks. I can't take it.
All right, I'm done. I am done. Fox with the AWP as well. AZ though, can he cross? Look at how cautious he is. Guardian doesn't take the shot. AZ can breathe easy. Gets into the bomb site. He's going to have that auto sniper in the back. Now, he has the smoke to work with, but initially he's not going to want to use it. And fast up catwalk. Fox gets blinded. He gets pushed back immediately. It's good force of rotation depending on how aggressive Navi is with it. But this could just all be posturing for a mid to B split because if Pold, Fox, and Rain are both still committed to the A bomb site. So it's not the typical 2-1-2 setup we see out of FaZe. They're doubled up at long. Fox, the AWP, is going to be relied upon to guard this A site.
Kind of scary. Rain normally being really present in mid and playing towards kind of CT around that point. The adaptation here from Navi could cause a problem. The C's is getting curious about this one, and look at it, Guardians baiting this out. That was so sneaky from Guardian as well, just pulling the wool over Fox's eyes and making him take that shot. And while this happens, they're not, you know, running into this. They're still not sold on FaZe's positions. They've yet to commit that bomb. They've got Siege playing on that lurk spot as well, and he's been coming up with some really big plays. But there is that auto sniper in wait at B if he does try and make those last-second plays into this game.
I still can't get over Guardian lining up that crouch peek. That was sick. He's going to do it again. Nope. Didn't quite commit to it. Here comes Zeus with some nades. Smoke is out. And Fox, the only one in the site. This will be so difficult if they actually commit to it, but they're going to fall back into a mid to B split, and Zeus is just going to drop down, so it's almost a reverse split. There goes Michael. AZ, auto sniper, all on you. What have you got in the back of this site? Smoke does plume. He can see nothing, and I think that was his own smoke, actually. He does find C's, but that's it.
I don't know if he was trying to get like a bit of a cheeky one-way smoke at the top almost, but didn't really work out. If you're not going to die at the start to Guardian or get tagged, at least you're just going to get hammered by everyone coming through. And there we go. Rain and Jacob going to be the last two into this round. They're only against 3, I guess, but the positions from Navi are pretty well set at this point. Jacob with a lovely bit of trigger control. Rain finds Zeus. The time is everything, and Rain doesn't have much of it. Bounding into one side, baits out one shot, but Flamey, if it's not a rifle, it's an AWP. Hell, give him anything and he'll come up with what you need. 3 kills that round, retains the AWP for Guardian. Money's looking extremely good for Navi, and pretty dire for FaZe.
Yeah, Navi has no issue buying for the rest of this half. This is really sick stuff. Everyone, well, after they buy, not so much, but 3 members over 7K at the moment. C's at 6K. I mean, they're going to be fine. So AZ now, he's going to go for the peak, and Edward actually is the one that gets raid. So they buy up a couple ops. No wonder their buddy went so low. That's how much money they have. This isn't even the last round, and they bought 3 ops for the cross. It works out for him. Scout on AZ, not able to do too much. It's Jacob with a 5-7 who finds Zeus out. Going to push forward, get that AK-47, and makes it back in time. Nicely done.
Hop, skip, and a jump out of there, I guess, at this point. And Edward actually going to get picked up by it as well, so not too bad. Still 3 to find. You've got Jacob and FaZe being the ones with the weaponry. Flamey is just going beast mode. Look at this guy. I say this will probably get outdone by Fox with a P250. Yeah, of course it is. Why wouldn't that be the way it works? There you go. Standard. 6 to 8.
8 straight for Navi. There's been no response from FaZe whatsoever. So they're just getting beat up a little bit here. 4 ops on the board. Can we go for 5?
I think that could be. Yeah.
Yes. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, you're slaying it today. All right, here we go.
Nailed it. Oh, no one gets
None
tagged.
get hit. That's unreal. 3 go B, 0 get hit. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, and that's gone well. Michael, one of the only 2 players to have the AWP on the other side, actually getting to use it though.
Should have had some auto snipers on that Navi side. That's where you get the tags. That's where you soften them up. You might not get the kills, but you make things a little bit easier, and you instill the fear of God in them. Guardian can do that as well. He picks off Michael. Fox misses 1 shot on Catwalk. Saw them dropping down towards mid. This 1 pick they got on Michael, though, it might tell Navi that they can do a B hit, but there's 2 members here, so a little bit sneaky from FaZe. They've adjusted things. They sent 3 players over towards B. So now Navi's in a tough spot.
I like the freeness of using Rain in this map. He's supported on A before. He's played CT. He's now taken over where Michael was a little earlier on when they maybe suspected him to be play. He's got a real versatility to pull out of this one. So now Navi, as ever, taking their time. They're in no rush. They've still got 50 seconds. That's loads for Navi. The slow walk over towards B begins. And as you said, this 1 man additional could cause a bit of a threat. But let's see if AZ can do anything on his own. It's C's actually going first with the AWP here. Guardian still with his as well, but AZ gonna have the angle on it, gonna land the shot too. C's now down, lines up a second. This is stunning stuff from AZ, and will shut down on the 4th. That is how you hold B, ladies and gentlemen. And FaZe will at least finally, I guess, break the trend of rounds and keep this looking relatively close.
Yeah, it took him a while. Took him 8 rounds. But yeah, that was a sick hold from AZ. C's maybe let Guardian enter into the bomb site. That would have been cool. Yeah, I mean, he just takes advantage of C's going a little bit slow on that peak, so kind of has the intel. But I mean, what can you say about AZ? The rest of those kills are just all him, all beast mode. Really good stuff. But FaZe, I mean, they're not going to feel very good about that half, even getting 7th. I mean, that's got to make you feel a little bit shattered emotionally when you just drop 8 in a row like that. Even getting that last round doesn't help too much. And on the Navi side of things for the CT pistol, 4 armor is picked up so far. Only Zeus left to buy. He's going to get the kit, 2 flashes as well. So he's the utility man. Michael is it for his team. Smoke 2 flash. Seized. Going for this peak. Going for the battle. Trying to see if he can have any kind of information. Spots him running over towards the B, but this isn't going to provide them too much intel. But a stack on Catwalk. Rain has got to be very careful, very cautious how he approaches this.
Yeah, what a dangerous double threat there. Edward and Guardian the ones looking down at this. And Rain, every step he takes, getting more and more deadly. FaZe, though, they could walk out on long right now.
Yeah, Rain's actually, I mean, he looks like he's in danger, but his role here is to just lurk once the execution comes in. Smoke comes out onto Catwalk. 3 members of Navi are all in middle, and Rain, he just can't make a presence. Although it is spot 1, he wins that battle. He's got another to deal with. Meanwhile, FaZe takes out Long, but they fall right back into the cave. So Fox is now positioned up in pit. Everyone else falls back. Edward is still very aggressive on Catwalk. He swings out. They're lined up, but he can't get anything. Zeus and Guardian, they know exactly what's coming. Can they recover in time?
Zeus, he just about makes it out there, but to no better position. Now Guardian stuck on the bomb site itself. He's going to find one out of this, but there's still 4 players to try and find the scalps of. And by this point, that site is overrun by FaZe. Flamey a little late on this after they saw that danger coming through mid. And Mike Laley claiming another. That was a very nice round from FaZe.
Yeah, taking out Long, just having the presence there, and that kind of forces, you know, when the Navi, Zeus was the one spotting it, when he sees multiple bodies, he falls back towards Catwalk, but that's exactly where everyone from FaZe, they kind of like purposely funneled him into their point of attack. And actually you could see Navi was a little bit caught unawares. They didn't know where exactly the main attack was coming. So they get caught out in the open against like 4 or 5 Glocks, and that's just not going to go well for you, as you could see there. Now FaZe, they have 3 AK-47s, a Scout, a UMP. Fox has that. They're going to play these range battles, so only 1 SMG to deal with the anti-eco.
Oh, and the bait. The bait is real, Guardian. Don't do it. Just don't go there. Fox and Michael just dancing at the top of mid. And they got the information at the start. They saw that maybe only 1 had crossed and the smoke went down, but still, Navi having to pull those 3 players over towards B. This is a big investment. No one in mid. Edward and Zeus up by Long. Navi just going to have to hit the brakes and just see what FaZe bring. FaZe with quite the passive, I guess, posture in this one. Not really going for too much map control. I guess Jacob just kind of go and walkabouts through those B tunnels, and the rest of FaZe now building off the back around 40 seconds ready to make a bit of a play towards that A site if they do go for it. But variation has been pretty key with these guys, and again, looking towards mid control here, they could be walking to a 3-play stack.
Yeah, and there's no real reason to smoke that off. Now the indication is up. There's 3 members in mid. I thought they would take that battle either way. Flamey with this flashbang. Now, it's perfect for AZ at least. He's completely blind. There's Zeus with what Ed seized. All of a sudden, this round is essentially over. The remaining 2 members are getting picked off by Guardian with that scout at the back of the B bomb site. Pop Flash comes in. A perfect round for Navi. They don't lose a single player. And that's got to be soul-crushing if you're FaZe.
It was almost like they were overthinking that in a way. They had shore control. They had pretty much everything. They didn't have any information at B. And then they went for that mid to B split, which it's not necessarily a bad idea, but you're taking very close fights where normally like a CZ could be holding that B ramp push up. You've got maybe a couple there holding the tunnels. It was a very dangerous posture, and that's going to put FaZe down to a bit of a bad spot here. They're going to be having the armor, but with only Tech 9s and limited utility. This is a FaZe that maybe second-guessing themselves isn't the best thing in the world here, as Guardian's already pinned down AZ.
Yeah, Guardian with that scout. That's pretty vicious. Nice headshot from him. And now you can see FaZe, Fox and Jacob going to come out mid. C's is here on the other side of things. Zeus and C's combined for a kill each. Quickly whittled down as this FaZe force, and now it's just down to Rain. Tech 9, lower B. So Navi's going to get their 10th. They have control of this matchup. And next round, this was an investment from FaZe. They've got nothing out of it, so they're going to have to save going forward.
This is pretty brutal. If you think back to how they got to this position, losing the round they did, this could be a frustrating element to kind of come up against now, as they've got under 2K pretty much. Everyone, just Michael Ailey above, who's going to put himself onto a flash, and that is it. They really can't afford anything more. It's pretty depressing to play against, considering now Edward and Zeus can sit on those UMPs completely safe and just rack up the funds.
But yeah, and this is also both pistol rounds won by FaZe as well. They're only up towards 8, and they're even losing in the battle. It's not a good feeling to have here, as they do get reset, obviously, in that second round. So Guardian's been a beast with the AWP, towards the end of that last half. Scout's working out for him as well. It's going to get tested again. A big tag. I believe that's AZ who's down, but Jacob's already down at 28 as well. So they've just got to fall away. They don't want to mess with that whatsoever. No smoke, and Edwards pushed up mid. They almost catch him out. Nade, Molotov, stops the aggression. A second nade, and then Zeus with the UMP over the flames. He's going to find a couple, and they just get wiped out. Navi doesn't even give up an inch.
How many rounds has that been clean now? That was at least 2. They've not lost a single player, if I'm not mistaken, or very minimal amounts of players.
Yeah, both of these, last 3 rounds. They haven't lost a single player in the last 3.
Jesus. This is rough times for FaZe. Pretty rough. If you're not even getting kills into this, and look at it, they're sticking out. They're staying on the UMPs. Why not, I guess?
I love it. And the scout.
Look. That's annoying to have to come up against. And if it works out, if they get a kill or 2, even better. Even better. This is a dangerous time.
Oh, this is dirty. Guardian.
Guardian. What is that?
That's cool. Although between this and like the overpass boost at Katowice, I'm like, like, save it for the major.
What's
please.
coming out of the major, though? Because I think
Right,
Navi
do you-
even said that they
do you
have more.
Oh, yeah, do you think they're like, do you think they're just like lulling people into this sense that they've shown all the good stuff? They have like,
then
they have like 10 sick boosts and stacks outside of these, and they're like, yeah,
This
everyone
is
thinks we've
nothing.
shown it.
Yeah, this is it. This is the one. They've got some dirty things coming along, Navi. I'm excited for it. Because they said they had more, so I expect some big things with that major. I'm very excited to see what they can kind of pull out here. Because they're such a, really like such a typical team. You know what I mean? Like your classic team, your classic style of it. They didn't really buy into the whole like force up with Tech9 things for a while. So now seeing them coming out with these like triple stack boosts, it's like, oh my god, Navi, what is this? But now looking at FaZe, they're going to go in for the A play, at least looking like they are for now. The mollies have come out, they've got the flashes down, but are they going to be dropping down towards CT? Yes, they are. All right, 2 players going towards the push-up. Guardian a little unaware, but doesn't matter. Still hits the shot. Michael Ailey will get that kill, but it merely softens it for Edward now to pull himself towards the site, upgrade himself to the AK, but he does get challenged down instantly. AZ's there, but Zeus waiting in the wings. Again, FaZe taking down the players, getting the bomb down, and finally getting everything going their way, at least for now.
Oh, Flamey doesn't even suspect it. Rain the assassin sees, finds him. He's got that low HP member towards long. He's got a Molotov and a flashbang to work with. He's going to find this kill in the site. He's still got some time on the clock. Going to go up ramp, and Fox is going to face him. Loses that battle. Little of a mistake where his teammate could have bailed him out. Going to try and use the Molotov as cover. See if he can pick Jacob off.
It's 3 HP.
Yeah, Jacob's got to play this so cautiously. It's planted for him. Flashbang comes out. And as Seized trying to stick this. He's going to be sitting on it waiting for this peek, and he lands it.
What?
Nice shot from Seized. It's a thing of beauty, and he wins the 1-on-3. Yeah,
That
wins
was
the
sick.
1-on-3.
Absolutely sick play
That
from
peek
Seized.
by Fox, though, there's no reason to slide out that wide. If you're Fox, play the bomb. You're basically nullifying your teammate who's in pit all by yourself. You're not even, you're just giving away a one-on-one when it doesn't need to happen.
And is that just frustration? Because the players, if they look back on that, they know better than what they did. But
Yeah.
surely that's just a moment of frustration going, oh, I've made a really bad choice here.
It certainly could be, just with the way this match has gone for them so far. It just kind of loses the thought, loses the focus for just a second, and sees now just piling on. No mercy.
There is no mercy. It's just like straight up like, you thought Guardian was bad? I'm going to do it as well, guys. Don't worry. Now that leaves the Guardian can just be as free as he likes on towards A. They've got a good little set play towards mid, at least the starting of that mid presence coming out from the AWP from Seized there. Now Fox going to be looking maybe to try and help themselves take over that. They are looking like they want to hit this B site. You've got Seized waiting, Flamey not too far away. He's more looking towards ramp at the moment. Zeus has pulled himself up as well, watching the push through in case it's a mid to be split. But Seized is the one here with the AWP. He's going to see another, and there we go. Seized gets it. That was set up by Zeus earlier on. Flash comes out, he spotted more, and he lines him up and knocks him down. Fox is having a absolute mare of a game as Michael Ailey and Jacob left to pick up the pieces, and actually Michael Ailey might get out on the side here. Ooh, that was a little close. And Seized has absolutely none of it. Sick round from Seized. That's 4 kills. 4 big kills, bearing in mind. And a big step up from him as well.
Yeah, it's 7 total in the last 2 rounds. So he's sitting up at 23-9. He's just beasting right now. Nice shot through the edge of the box. That's such a tough shot for Rain to hit as well. Yeah, this is good stuff. Navi with a firm lead now, and you can see FaZe invests a little bit into it. It's a half buy. They do have the full losing bonus built up, but they basically have one more good buy in them where they have to make it count. They have to win it and then string a bunch together. That nade's going to be a bad start into this one, but at least Guardian is smoked off towards lower B. And just FaZe waiting for the right moment, the opportune moment. It looks like they want to rush either down mid or up catwalk, and it puts some pressure somewhere.
It could certainly overwhelm someone, but I like the idea from Navi, though, to fall back away from this, not allow those easy pickups to come out of these pistols. Bearing in mind how deadly the Deagle is anyway at the moment, coupled to the Tech9s, you don't want to feed them kills here, and it looks like Navi keep that in mind. Fall back to these sites, allow FaZe the freedom, giving them just enough respect to put themselves up towards short here. So they've got a lot of flashes and smokes, considering there's no armor on the FaZe side. Zeus going to have to adjust where that molly's going down to stop the run-through in case someone tried to get a quick play off the back. Now, last time 2 players from FaZe split towards A ramp, and it actually worked pretty well, catching off Navi. And again, there's the first, there's the second, and now they're doing the same sort of play, and it did work out last time. They were able to overwhelm, and they do it again. FaZe bringing out these old plays, but it actually works out this time pretty well. Edward, though, still alive, can cause some real havoc.
Yeah, now Flamey just has the SMG. He's going to take Rain down on the flank, so Seized and CG spawned in Flamey. They're going to have to make this work. Jacob has recovered an AWP. He's got light armor, and Flamey's actually going to go around towards long. He's in the best position for this SMG to be in, so this might be something where I mean, there's no reason for them not to go for this because FaZe, this is kind of a force buy from them. So Flamey gonna rush up long, spots out Fox. The AWP is towards Catwalk, and AZ gets that Deagle kill. He gets a second one as well. He just closes it out. No need. Free double up over towards FaZe. AK-47 on AZ as well, so a slip up there from Navi. Might have been a little bit just Guardian getting over aggressive and realizing he's actually stepping on fire. So you can see he unscoped in the middle of that fight. So yeah, that A execution for FaZe works out, buys him a little bit of time, gets him a new window to come back into this.
To be fair, they pulled something very similar until they lost, I think it was a 1v3. So already Guardian having none of what was happening last round could have find Jacob pretty early. Kind of sucks if you FaZe. Again, these aggressive plays. Guardian this time actually taking the fight on long with Edward. A bit of a switch up, normally being not necessarily passive, but over by the cars more, or maybe looking towards short. Gonna get the info on one. Predicting there could have been someone by the door. It was Rain who does take him down, but Edward trades it back. So keeping themselves positioned favorably, at least numbers-wise, and I think Edward did manage to get the AWP away, and Zeus, perfect timing on the support down long, catches out AZ, and now FaZe just left with 2.
Yeah, Zeus, that's a huge play to make sure you get there on his horse, makes it in time to bail him out of a tough spot. Now Michael he's got to go 1-to-1 against C's with this AWP, and C's been on point, and he's going to remain that way. Michael falls. Now it's just Fox in mid with his own AWP. But what do you do here? 1-on-4 situation. You're going to start getting flanked out from long because Zeus is pushing up. Flamey is so close to the right. He's got to hit a no-scope, and he gets it. That's a good start, but he's still got 3 more to go, and Zeus is just going to end his dreams here. Maybe. Okay, then.
Maybe not. All right. You whiff shots like that, and he's now got the info on the second. Come on, Fox. Let's see what you got. Jumping AWPing, that's what I want to see. I know you're in FaZe, but those 360 no-scopes just... I'm not sure. Maybe.
This is going to be silly if he wins this. 25 seconds left.
I can hear the disappointment starting to build in your voice.
I'm
It's
so
great.
scared.
It's absolutely great.
These flashbangs, though, I mean, these have essentially almost basically won this because there's now no time. He's forced to commit to one of the bomb sites. C's has been blocked off from going towards B. Edward going to be at A. Yeah, and there it is. The clean out.
And the relief begins for Moses.
Thank you, Edward.
Before things get out of hand. But Fox, hey, he's not been doing too badly with that AWP, but as you said, with that limited time, there shouldn't have been a way they managed to lose that. Are you okay with the headset there? You're just like messing things up?
Yeah, the wire's all twisted. I'm good.
It suits you then. 14-9. Double AWP, Seized and Guardian picking that one through, and actually Michael and Fox going to be running that on the other side. Rain, enjoy your deagle for now, and we have a pause.
He'll find something with it. Okay.
Robert.
Switch up.
Just bring in the sub, just kick someone out like you're underperforming Robinson.
Yeah, I don't know what, yeah, he must have just joined the wrong team. Went right back to spectators, so. Rest to reconnect or something of the sort. But yeah, no surprise on the pause. I mean, I'm assuming this is from FaZe, a situation where they absolutely have to win it. They have a double op. They have Fox and Michael each have one. And there's a good opening. Fox finds it, and he's the one with the armor. Michael is a glass cannon, but that opening pick this early in the round. Now it's on Navi. You need to either find the equalizer, or you need to be able to find the information to get the right position. It looks like Flamey wants to go for something. Michael is watching for this exact peak though, and he's prepared. He knocks him down. 3-on-5 for situation for Navi here.
FaZe should have this round relatively in the bag. But they don't have that much utility, actually, saying that Jacob's the only one with anything to work with. He smokes behind himself, maybe allowing Zeus a little bit of comfort that he shouldn't have. And actually, that's exactly what's happened. Brilliant stuff from Jacob, just playing a little bit of a mind game with the smoke, then give him the second of a drop, but Guardian's going to be reflexing himself in towards these tunnels. And Michael Ailey's considering this. Oh, God, timing is going to be scary. And it's Michael Ailey to hit the shot out of the two of them. And now FaZe has got the B site exactly where they want it. In their hands and ready and primed for planting as Edward is over by A, and I think he knows he's kind of going to get some pressure soon. Nice stuff from Rain as well.
Yeah, Deagle comes into play, finds him a kill, so rounds are traded back and forth, and this has wrecked the economy of Navi. They might have to save in this. Yeah, they are. They're going to upgrade some pistols, buy some nades, but no rifles on the board, none of those AWPs, so we did see them, to be fair, in the second round win this exact kind of a round, so we'll just have to see what they can do. Fox with that off, though. Tags Flamey, so he's come alive on this mid pick as well. Last round he gets a kill. This time he legs Flamey coming across.
It's not too bad work. See if anyone else can find it though. Navi shouldn't be allowed this sort of round at any point. And there we go. running them over. Zeus next on the chopping board. Sliced and diced by AZ, and you keep going. This wild pack of FaZe dogs just running through, running rampage on the sides. Edward trying to connect anything, not going to happen. And this is what you need from FaZe. Just big, powerful play, not messing around here. Rains me down to the Deagle, but spams away and sets it up for Michael. Nicely done by FaZe, not allowing an inch, not showing too much respect to Navi in that round and taking those kind of scared steps around the map, just playing as a pack and pushing through.
And important now as well for FaZe is they've built up some money in these past couple of rounds. Pretty much everyone's sitting at least $4,000 or above. Where, yeah, losing is, you can't lose really, but you can take some damages in the round. If you lose 3 players, you can rebuy into it. You can afford to buy a new gun. You're not going to be stuck on light utility for a round or anything like that. So a little bit safe in that sense. 14-11, quickly up catwalk AZ. Very, very aggressive, and he's already made it up. He's going to continue forward, and he is right into the crosshair of Guardian. One more has made it out behind him, and Guardian misses the second shot. Jacob's the one who's over at elbow, right by the Gandalf. That flashbang works perfectly. There it is, Guardian. Oh my god, Rain. He's going to take it so low. He doesn't want to peek here, but the Molotov is also blocking anyone from getting aggressive towards this railing. And meanwhile, Cease is just doing work through all this. Guardian forgets he's got an opponent there. Looks away for a second, and Jacob takes advantage of it.
What is this round coming to? Finally, FaZe gets some step into it, but Flamey doesn't care. He's going to walk up to side. Michael is like, oh, what the hell has gone on? Suddenly I'm all alone? All right, let me deal with at least one run away, and now he's got the perfect setup, and he gets it! 2 big kills. Doesn't even need the AWP. But that was a messy round from both sides.
That first battle for Michael ends with a headshot on his last bullet in the clip, magazine, whatever it is. It's insane. Like,
Look how
at this.
rustled you are.
Watch, one bullet, and he nails it right in the head. There it is, and now it's just on a low HP, and Cease is like, man, why do I gotta do everything, guys?
To be fair, Cease has been doing a lot of the heavy lifting
he has
as
been
well.
doing some work this match.
Yeah, he's top fragging, 26 kills already, 26 to 13. Below that, Edward and Guardian only on 12 kills. This is a bit of a weird way to read the scoreboard. Not I've seen it in a while, but Jacob could be walking a bit of a stack here. He reads it well though. Not sure if you just saw maybe a name above the smoke then, as they were just on the verge of it. But Navi trying to swarm over Jacob here, and actually they do just that. They managed to keep a rifle away from them, and that's a good little pickup.
Yeah, well now FaZe, they know what to do from here. They're just going to rush up long, try and get into the site. AZ's still very low. Molotov towards catwalk, and the headshot from Rain is going to prevent any kind of aggression, but look at this, Guardian, the savior. He's going to do it. He's going to stop the bomb plant. Now it's a dangerous situation.
I love this accent. Oh, what?
Get wrecked. Go, boy.
Absolutely, do it, Guardian. Just go. Just absolutely hit that nail in the coffin, because that was just filthy work. Fox at least does a little bit back, but that was just beautiful to watch. Now it's Seized. Seized has been the one who's been going above and beyond. Who's going to win this, Michael Ailey or Seized? You've got a molly there. And that's a Seized. Seized has edged himself up pretty close. Michael Ailey was just watching the corner on this. Now he's going to see where that molly came from. There's no two ways about that. Now Michael Ailey, where's that flair? Where's that confidence now? Because Seized just bullies his way into the site, and you've got to be chuffed with that sort of play. 6 stuff from Guardian. That second P250 shot, what was that? Like, okay, the positioning initially, really nice play. Nice from him, you know, no one checked it, cool, made the most of it, stopped the plant, brilliant. The second shot was just Guardian being absolutely nuts.
Yeah, that's just pre-fire. Knowing that that's kind of the spot where most people, I mean, he just peeks out, just takes a one tap. And the best part about it is he dinked AZ earlier on in the round, brought him down to 19, or else that dink wouldn't have killed him if AZ had been at 100. So, I mean, that's sick. And also, that just buys so much time. That's what allows the season to then go on the flank towards long, pick up that AK-47, win that one-on-one, which, by the way, was a dirty shot onto Michael Ailey at the end. And then Guardian pushes catwalk, gets cleaned out. Jacob finds that. So another 4-on-5 for Navi on the defense.
Flamey dedicated towards B, Seized, playing jump off in mid, slightly on towards the B side of things at the moment, not crossed back over. Zeus, though, is very close towards short here. And Seized is still looking to see if anyone's pushing up cat. There is a lot of players here. Zeus taking a bit of a risk to try and recover the AWP, but he does manage it and will back away alive. Now, that means Seized did have a chance to shoot down towards AZ, gets it. And now Seized going back in for more. Got the advantage on the T side though, so they should be able to outnumber these guys, but Zeus on long is going to have 2 players coming towards him. And Jacob and Michael Ailey finding a way to support here, because this could change everything. And he's going to get the drop towards Fox, tries to back away in time. Rain will overwhelm. Now FaZe has the step in the door. If they keep committing here though, Seized will have a chance to do some damage here too. Nice pop flash. What?
Okay.
Okay, Seized.
Why not? Flamey, you've got to stop this cross, but it's smoked out, so nicely done from FaZe. Flamey's now going to work his way up towards CT spawn. That Molotov will be gone by the time he gets there. Bomb is planted. Molotov comes out for catwalk, so they don't know where Flamey is quite yet. Hasn't given up his position. Going to creep right through the smoke, and it's just disappearing. He's going to find that kill on a Jacob, but he assumes there's going to be one in pit. He's got to jump and clear the site, but he was sure that there was someone in pit. Wasn't even worried about the A bomb site, and Rain gets away with one there. So again, trade rounds in the reset. Flamey at 2,000, Edward at 1,600, Guardian at 1,400. They can't buy anything.
This could be a long matchup now. Suddenly, after what seemed like a bit of a lifetime, FaZe are claiming the important ones. And again, if Navi lose this, I don't know what I would excuse me, win this, I don't know what the hell I'd say, but Zeus has got himself into a cheeky little spot again. Probably going to get checked, but still could be pretty cute if you can pull it off, and more than cute, that was just sexy as hell. Look at that, catch on Jacob, he's having a bad time against these sort of guns.
No one's there to trade as well. Now, if Zeus tells his teammate, if he tells Flamey to start pushing up, they can clear these B tunnels together. You can see Michael Ailey's gotten a little bit nervous about that kind of a situation. He's fallen back. Flamey's going to spot him out. Doesn't take any damage, but now he knows he's there. And the question from FaZe is, all right, look at how aggressive Navi is on the map. They have B tunnel control. They have catwalk. They have long. We haven't moved anywhere, essentially, out of T-spawn. And we're still very spread out, looking for more aggression. So if Navi just sits back and waits at these points they're on, they have a really solid setup where they're going to be able to spot out intel no matter where FaZe goes on the map. And they'll be able to crunch. They'll have multiple players at the point of attack.
Pick your poison, FaZe. Where are you going to go? You're a Guardian with the P250. We've already seen that certainly no slouch with that. And that's AZ and Rain starting to test the waters there. Molly goes down to try and clear it out. Rain looking to try and get an angle, and Guardian's still dancing away, and gotta be careful that Molly a little close to the feet, but it looks like FaZe are going to take the fight on long for now. Guardian's going to be overwhelmed here, but how much can he do? Any damage is a benefit, any kill is an absolute miracle. None of it comes true. Now, FaZe have control of long. Caesar's there. Zeus is the only one with the rifle, though, and he's around the back.
Yeah, they've got to hurry up. Caesar's just waiting, an elevator, biding his time. There it is. They've spotted out Edward. Are they going to be ready for the AK? They're not. Zeus finds that kill. That's not a Fox. I mean, Rain and AZ clear out towards the A bomb site, but down to a 2-on-2. Zeus now, he's got no HP. They've done good damage, and they made a bid for it. But Navi's essentially out of this round, so Zeus, that's a good find. It gets the AWP, it decides, I'm just going to stay alive. He's going to chill right outside pit, and he's got to make the decision if that's where he wants to make his stand to last this bomb timer out, or if he wants to go back towards CT or T-spawn and get farther away. FaZe, meanwhile, I mean, these are the guys with the nightmares about letting the plant go. So I doubt they even leave this position. This might be like Michael.
They'll never.
Like going in, yeah. Oh, actually, they have no money whatsoever. So they actually, yeah.
They need to get away from the bomb. But yeah, they're going to upgrade. At least Michael Ailey's going to get himself away from the UMP, get himself a rifle there. Zeus keeps it. All right, no, that was pretty scary, as you said. Out of all the teams to ever let a plant go now, they will never. They should never walk away from a plant
never happen
again,
I assure you.
It's one way to learn very abruptly, is lose around like that.
And C's is just doing work. 31 and 15.
Absolutely sick play. Now look on the other side. Decent beginning here for FaZe already coming through. Fox going to find Edward instantly on long. Good challenge from him. FaZe kind of retract back, not overcommitting, not overpowering anywhere at the moment. Still biding their time. A lot of mollies to clear out corners. They're pretty well set now for the next round.
And there's C's being aggressive, evening things up into a 4-on-4. That's a good find, because it's actually been a while, I feel like, since we've seen Navi open a round up with an advantage. It seems like they're always playing 4-on-5, trying to find the equalizer, or trying to find the right play with a man-down situation. So at least now, in this 4-on-4, they can make some... They have a little bit of rope to play with. FaZe is heading towards this B bomb site. 3 members are going to be in upper B. Rain just kind of toiling on catwalk. And Flamey and Caesar are in a really good setup here.
And generally, Caesar has been absolutely on point holding this B site. Flamey, not necessarily a one-and-done spot, but kind of hard to achieve loads from. But again, nothing really shown on long. Timing on that smoke is going to give a couple of seconds more to Navi to keep in mind this could be a possibility. AZ, Fox, and Michael Ailey all lining up for this. And I think C's might have an idea of what's coming. Gets a great connection on AZ for completely free. Now Guardian's starting to wonder what's going on here. There's 35 seconds, Moses. They're going to have to go soon.
Yeah, and it looks like they are going to choose to go now. AZ's going to lead the way. Flamey's going to be the first one. Look at this trigger discipline, though. He saves it, and he gets... No, he doesn't get 2. And then Rain takes out Guardian. C's still loaded the bomb site. 1-on-2 situation for Zeus. He's rotating over. 15 seconds left on the clock. Fox is just now crossing under the cover of the smoke. He's going to get that bomb planted. It's going to be a little bit exposed, but Zeus has to make the decision. He's want to come through the smoke. He's going to inch around to the left, and he finds that kill down to a 1-on-1. And that pop flash, that was from Fox, and he blinds himself, but the Alpa's going to win the battle in the end. And we're going to head into overtime. Navi cannot hold on. FaZe makes a nice comeback.
That was mildly terrifying, but they do make it back. My God. I don't know what to say about that one. That seemed to be down to the wire. As you said, the trigger discipline here from Flamey was ridiculously good. He just didn't get, I guess, the angle of Michael, and then it kind of just spiraled from then on out. Again, close stuff from Zeus, even on the retake. But good perseverance from FaZe. Considering how they started to lose rounds in the first half and how that went down, for them to have the mental fortitude, just go, all right, guys, just chill out, we'll be fine. It's actually very impressive.
Yeah, it just something happened to Navi there where they were losing all the opening battles. They weren't getting picks anymore. They were playing with man down, like I said. It's just, yeah, it was interesting. So FaZe recovers very nicely when they were in a really difficult spot to be in.
Credit where it's due as well. Fox was providing a lot of those
opening
kills.
Fox had a good game with that AWP. He did well. And then obviously, I mean, guys like Rain, AZ, I mean, these guys had some outstanding rounds. Jacob as well, just providing big impact in certain situations. So good stuff out of FaZe. Just waiting for
Flamey.
Yes, to get back in the server.
And he's not exactly been a slouch in this one, having a good couple of rounds, but it's Guardian. I find it weird when he's not just trashing people. As strange as that is, because you hold him in such a high regard that you kind of expect him to consistently be at the very tip top, always outdoing people, and even if he just has a normal game, right? You seem like, oh, is he having a bad game overall? It's like, no, he's probably just not being beast mode Guardian, but last couple of games have been a little quieter than what maybe I'm used to. But,
well, yeah, because he's been consistent for so long as well.
Which is the crazy part, right?
Yeah.
No one else seemed to have found that sort of level. I guess you look at JW for rebounding after the adjustment with the AWP that came in, I guess, a while ago now.
Yeah.
He came back pretty strong after all. We're starting to see glimpses of the terrifying JW, the kind of like god tier JW coming back in. Especially when you look at, I think it was Cash we saw. I can't remember who that was against, actually, but there was a couple of shots in that.
That was against FaZe, wasn't it?
Oh, God, was it?
No, maybe it was against Dignitas.
I'm not sure.
I don't remember.
I'll have to look back at that one, because there was like a couple of moments you're like, oh,
well,
no.
there's about like 9 frag videos from that match, so.
Pick which one you want, pretty much. He was absolutely monstrous. So it's nice to see some of these AWPers coming back through, but we are going to see the instant investment to double AWP on the CT side here in overtime, which can be a little bit risky. But Seized, hey, if he's having a good game with it, I don't think we can really knock him off it. But there we go. Flamey already gets a little bit of damage done towards him. Oh,
yeah, and actually,
what?
look at this. AZ's just going to rush
sick.
it. Yeah, very aggressive. No cares in the world. He's actually going to spot Flamey out, but 2 more kills go the way of Navi after that. Edward and Seas pick one up. Zeus now encroaching over towards long. Can he spot it in time to line up for it? But he switches to a nade. Oh, mid-shot, he switches to the Molotov, and that ruins everything. That's incredible.
Oh, my heart hurts. It can't take stuff like that. That's merely unfortunate and bad timing of all, but a misclick here or there could have cost you so much. And there we go, Seized. Looking towards mid, but while this happens, the 2 players on long who were given the grace of God, I guess, by Zeus. Don't. Stop it! Or nothing but...
He's like trying to decide if he wants to use it now.
Please
it's going to work perfectly. Okay, maybe not. Guardian.
I'm so done.
The electric slide, and he gets that kill. Now it's down to Seas. Another one-on-one. He's got 3 kills in the round. Hasn't been touched, but he does have the AWP. AWP versus AWP. 1 versus 1 post-plant situation. Molotov.
No,
what? That's unreal. C's just having the game of his life right now.
At least it wasn't Pasha this time, and the man who I will never name again. Oh my God, what the hell was that? Can we just like slow-mo this down to like... What was that? CSGO. I was like, John, it's just a really risky investment going for the double AWP for first round, you know? But then again, if you can jump and AWP at the same time, Moses, I think this is a lovely new dynamic in CSGO we're seeing.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Makes it worthwhile. So
I'm done.
It's one way to win a round in overtime. C's makes it look good. I mean, that's just like, what's he up to now? Like 36 kills, 37 kills.
I'm done.
So he's having a really, really good game, obviously. So now FaZe, they've got to somehow recover from that kind of a shot. It's crushing. And AZ and Fox, they're going to make their way up catwalk. So once again, Rain is just kind of looking out towards long. The other 4 members of FaZe taking up catwalk control, and Guardian's going to be the first opponent they encounter. He's got the angle over towards Goose, waiting for any kind of peek. And actually, Rain's even left long, so he's going to come hold off the flank in mid. This could switch into a mid-B split, but still, they're going against Guardian. And he's going to switch over to his perch at railing.
And it is his perch, generally.
Yeah.
He is normally the king of this. We are seeing the drop down with 2 players pressuring towards ramp. This time only 1, actually. Michael Ailey's all alone here, which could be a hindrance, but actually makes the most of it still. Zeus tries to push through the smoke, doesn't get much done. Now they have control of this A side. This is a very dominant A take, actually, from FaZe that worked before in regular time. Then again, C's still alive with an AWP. It's a plant on A, so never saying never. Rain's going to get the cross, though, so this should be a comfy round here, at least if anyone tries to get towards mid.
Yeah, if they can't get a kill soon, they might just want to think about saving, because their economy is not the strongest. Guardian's down to 1,000. He's going to need a drop. They're going to go for it anyways, though, and Mike Laley punishes him. Edward and Flamey, they're the last ones left, and they're just going to call it off from here. Although Edward is boxed in. Rain's coming to hunt him down. Fox, the only member left in the site. He's going to take down Edward instead. Flamey's now committed, but Fox finds him as well. Really, really good stuff out of Fox. A nice hold from FaZe, and now this 3rd round of overtime. Navi wins the opening, but the money is just so beat up on their side.
This is a thing, isn't it, right? We would at the very start, when you pick up double AWPs, it is a bit scary, and you can't keep that sort of thing up throughout the matchup unless you're winning pretty much back-to-back rounds cleanly. So, going to be feeling the brunt of that, and now reminded of it even more as Rain, coupled with Fox, catch Flamey off instantly on the cross. Now going to thin down the Navi numbers and make this one incredibly hard to watch.
Yeah, you could see as well, Navi hustled over to the B bomb site in case there was some kind of a B rush behind that, right off the back of that pick. But nothing fast from FaZe. They're just going to play with that man advantage, spread out across the map. Jacob is close up in mid. He's got Edward to deal with, right on the other side. And Zeus is actually also playing a little bit more aggressive on catwalk now, because if he plays long, it spreads the defense out even more. So they want to have some kind of presence. They want to have a central presence in the middle of this map. And there it is. First kill from Edward. Spamming on top of the box is Jacob. He does eventually find it through the smoke. Zeus still hasn't moved forward. Rain, Fox, and Michael Ailey, meanwhile, throughout all of this, have not moved on the map.
I quite like this in a way. You're forcing Navi to take these fights, and you're always going to have the upper hand unless someone goes God tier, which no one can in this one. Jacob's going to break through against Guardian. Now Zeus, I don't know if he gave away his position on short, but he's going to get challenged down now. Just looks away at the wrong time, but adjusts so well. Now has got to know what's coming his way. He finds the first, but that's more than enough that he's going to get. As now Zeus left in a 1v2. Not a chance in hell, as Jacob's already watching that. And there we go. FaZe will go into the switch with at least 1 round benefit, as they now have to go against Navi on their T side.
It's crazy that could have been just a clean sweep in overtime for FaZe Clan.
Yep.
That round from C is still just is a monstrosity.
I don't understand anymore.
So now it's going to be if they can hang on in their CT, because if you remember, there was like 2 different CT sides that FaZe played. It's the one that they went up, what, like 5 or 6-0, and then the one that allowed Navi to get 8 rounds in a row. So they've hopefully coming back to see if either Navi forgot how they were so dominant or FaZe kind of figured something out during this time. But they've got 2 rounds to win, obviously, for FaZe. Navi needs all 3 to win, otherwise you'd see it second overtime.
FaZe, you've got to be kicking yourself after the way that round went down, but
They also lost 2 Eco rounds.
it's very true.
Second round and then an Eco round later in the
Very
half where
true.
Guardian makes that play. So yeah, they've had plenty of opportunities here in this matchup, and now they regain the lead again, and they're in the driver's seat. But what's going to come out next? Double op set up for this CT side as well. Michael Ailey and Fox both investing in it. So same risky play for 2 AWPs, and Guardian can't hit the crossing shot.
A little bit unfortunate for him, but it's going to be Fox and Jacob at long. Initially, Jacob was absolutely sick of holding long with Fox. This time, Navi instantly pressuring. Going to force FaZe a little further back. You got Jacob sitting by the cars. Fox is going to go around towards A ramp, and the rest of Navi starting to kind of gather over towards long as well. 4 players here. Zeus and Seized across the map elsewhere. And Jacob's going to smoke himself out of the spot, or at least adjust off the back of that spot, should I say.
Yeah, C's watching for push-ups, just very, very nicely done across the map. Doesn't want to get caught out by anything. Michael falls with that AWP, and there's Guardian. He chimes in on a Fox. So both ops are down, but AZ recovers one of that's towards the B bomb site, makes good work of it as well. Oh, look at this. Rain, he's going to be right around the corner. Flamey wins that battle. Jacob tries to push forward to bail him out, and he gets the headshot onto Flamey. He's got one more to deal with. That Zeus, he dinks him, but can't finish it off. So AZ rotating over. He's got 100 HP. He's got a Molotov to utilize, and he's got to push through these smokes and see if he can find this kill, and he almost just gets it. But Guardian's there behind him. The assassination, 17-17.
We're back all even, Moses, and that double AWP investment is now going to look a little dangerous. Do they go again for something a little risky here? But the thing is that I'm very impressed with Navi. They get a little bit of control to begin with, then they hit the brakes, and you're finding these kind of kills on the extremities almost. It was like you saw the push-up and C's waiting ever so patiently for it. Something that actually worked quite well for FaZe later into this round, but again, Michael off to a bit of a bad start already, down to 51 HP. C's is there again, so once again, keeping in mind this could be a possibility. Rain holding to mid, so kind of keeping lighter towards short this time as Jacob and Fox going to be watching on long, and they have a big task on their hands.
Yeah, this is once again back to that early T side where Navi sends a lot of bodies out towards long, and right now they're not doing anything. This is what FaZe does. So Fox is here with the op. He's going to miss that opening shot. Jacob gets taken out by Edward, and there goes Fox. Normally what FaZe wants to do is have Fox there until about a minute, have the opper smoke it off so he can leave and go back towards A. Doesn't work out, but there's a mistake. A missed smoke by Navi allows for Flamey to get picked off. A little bit of an opening for FaZe to get back into this 3-on-4 situation. They want to run right through the smoke, and there's Guardian to just end it.
That's absolute insanity. Try and make the most of it, and Rain going to go for a cheeky little boost up. Can't get it done. Zeus from above just rains it down towards Michael and Rain, and there we have it. A very clean round as well. Now look at that money, Moses.
Yeah, Rush, can you... Oh, they've already bought. Never mind, Rush. You can just hang out. I was going to say bring up tab so we can see all the money on everyone a little bit better, but they're all bought out. They're all sitting just above $2,000. So when you invest in this many ops in overtime and you don't win either of the rounds, as CTs especially, you just get beat up. So all 5 pistols on the FaZe side of things, and Navi, they speed things up. Looks like they feel like they can smell victory. Going to come out mid. Rain's here to deal with. Flamey does eventually find him. Now they've got this defense split. Now they can shrink back into mid.
AZ had the drop on a couple of players and takes the instant shot. And now Navi are punishing them. FaZe looking like they're just done with this game. After what's happened, they're like, screw, I'm out. I'm absolutely out. Michael Ailey's fighting the good fight still in B, though. As now Fox can be reminded this is still possible, maybe, if we believe in this Moses. At the moment, I'm not believing, as A is completely open. Guardian's en route with said bomb. Now Fox and Michael Ailey, if they could maybe get a gun out of this, they could do something, because their retakes were very impressive. But I don't know how impressive they're going to have to be to take over the Navi side, who have all the utility, still have the AWP in place, and a minute to work with. And Edwards heard the steps, and he doesn't get the shot.
I think he's trying to look towards Catwalk to kind of tell the direction, but either way, he takes his eye off the choke point and gets punished for it. So a little bit curious. Guardian's still alive though. He's come alive in this overtime, although he jumps up, give Fox an opportunity, but it's again Michael Ailey on Catwalk. He's blocked out by smoke. Guardian misses that shot, not gonna miss the second one. And now it's just up to Michael Ailey, who gets punished. Zeus finds that kill, and Navi outlast FaZe. Off the back of C's, who I think had to have dropped a 40 bomb or 40 kills in this.
Yeah, there's no way he didn't. He was so close as we got to OT, and then he pulls off shots like he did. What the
That was
hell
like C's like dragging Navi to the finish line, and then Guardian in overtime was like, all right, I remember how to do this. I'm back.
Little flashbacks coming in.
He just became like a stud in overtime, so he helped clean things up. But yeah, what a really cool showing from FaZe to actually come back in that matchup, because they looked like they were just about to get wiped off the server for a certain time there.
Yeah, there was a moment where FaZe seemed completely outdone, but a nice mental reset for them, mid-game almost. It wasn't even on the half. It was halfway through both sides almost. They suddenly remembered how to play these games and be like, all right, guys, let's actually do some work here. Some great retakes coming out. I like their takes on A as well on the T side, with the 2 dropping down towards A ramp. Actually, some decent stuff.
Navi actually struggled to deal with Guardian at the railing. They struggled to deal with members dropping off Catwalk, which is pretty typical as you see in A-takes nowadays. They didn't seem to have like that CT spawn member who aggressive through the smoke to prevent that kind of a play, and Guardian got taken, I think, twice by it. That was a little curious, but either way, Navi does win in the end. C's was a monster.
Yeah, and I could watch that shot all day long. So I'm going to go and watch whatever, odd shots come up or Plays TV clips have come up of that. And while I do that, let's head back to the analysis desk.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. Incredible match, really. FaZe winning both pistols, both halves. 6-0 up in the first half, and let it flop all the way back and grab that last round. But overall, I mean, they just couldn't seem to figure out Navi. They couldn't just put a stop to them. They lost 2 ecos as well to them. It was pretty horrific viewing it sometimes.
Yeah, the first eco they lost, they pretty much did. It's a fine balance between being over-aggressive and being or playing scared.
Yeah.
And those kinds of situations. And then the first
Well,
case,
it's the first one they lost it, and then the second time they were just so slow in their approach because they got called out.
So, no, FaZe, I think Moses said the right choice of words, really. Navi just outlasted FaZe because FaZe had so many opportunities where they probably should have closed out this game. Starting off 6-0, obviously a great start. Then everything falls apart simply because Navi starts firing back. Because I think there was a total of maybe 4 or 5 frags in the first 6 rounds for Navi. So it's a really lackluster performance to get things going. As soon as Navi start picking up the first frags and opening frags in the round, you start seeing them slowing down. They start basically forcing FaZe to make rotations that they don't want to do and get pickoffs that way and open up bomb sites in that regard. So, but again, really well played game back and forth. The fact that FaZe actually managed to reset and get back into it when they were down 14-9, I want to say. That's pretty impressive stuff.
It's a little bit concerning, though, considering this is such a strong map for Navi. Like, I honestly expected them to be able to...
for FaZe as well.
It's a strong map for FaZe, but it's like, this is Guardian territory, you know? Like, this is where you expect to see Guardian just go ham on people with that AWP.
I guess the arm infection that he has might come into play.
Yeah, he has an issue with his wrist, from what I understand.
Yeah.
A bone or something like that.
So
doesn't talk about it.
It's not carpal tunnel or anything like that with the old
No. He said he had an inflamed bone, basically, in his
the
wrist.
wrist.
So he's supposed to be on
Not
sick leave.
shotting people?
It is
But I
literally
guess-
the sporting injury for esports. It's
Yeah,
the worst you could have.
It's the worst you can have, and it's also the worst kind of situation when you have to play league matches. You have to play these league matches in order to qualify for the LAN. So there's no time for anybody basically to rest, to take time off. Just so you're
Skating through it.
Maybe that's why Guardian not hitting all the shots like he normally would.
Well, luckily for him, C's steps up once again, like he did at the Intel Extreme Masters. He had a great tournament, and he seems to be continuing that form.
No, he definitely. C's was pretty much the reason why Navi were even in a
he dropped 40
earshot of
frags.
FaZe.
I mean,
yeah, exactly.
And that jump shot.
Yeah, no.
Of course, why not?
I feel like when it's just one of those games where everything is going your way, right?
Yeah.
And you can't do no
Just
wrong.
like, why not try it? And 3 kills has actually come up, or close to 40 bomb. I think he got 40 kills in the end there. History repeating itself. I mean, it was 19-17 last time they met. That was at Star Ladder. So seemingly a very close one. Obviously, the next map being Mirage. Any thoughts on that before we go to a quick break?
Should be another really solid map for Navi, honestly. Yeah. Like, if it shouldn't be this close. Navi should be able to close out Mirage a bit more convincingly.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back after the break. It is going to be Mirage, Navi versus FaZe. Will they go overtime again? We'll find out after this.